Well, event 20 on your race program, the Thompson's Auto Parts Street Stocks, their final heat race on night number 1. Just the 4 of them to do battle, and Wayne Thompson, who hasn't actually done a racing lap in anger tonight until now, is amongst the field. No Paul Briggs, who found the concrete wall earlier tonight, will be back for night number 2. And Jamie Goodwin in the Falcon from Esperance, a blown gearbox for Jamie in car 609, leaving just the 4 cars out there. And Damon Thompson and Wayne Thompson. Oh, Ethan Genev for the second time this season has hit the concrete wall very, very heavily on the entrance to turn 3, the reverse direction, and the red lights have come on. That was a heavy, heavy impact for Ethan Genev. He stood the car up on 2 wheels, and from there he was just a passenger. And not for the first time this season, unfortunately, the McDonald's Collie Falcon has come to grief. And we'll take some music and make sure that Ethan is A-OK down there in turn number 3. So a complete restart here in the final heat race of night number 1 for our street stocks. As I mentioned, they're supported by Thompson's Auto Parts. They're long-time supporters of the Collie RDA, and this race has been reduced to 5 laps. But Thompson's Auto Parts, the people to see for all your parts requirements here in Collie. And
5-lap record. Hang on.
And Thompson's Auto Parts, wholesale, retail, quality auto parts and accessories. Find them at 28 Forest Street in Collie, and they'll be open tomorrow morning. I'm sure there'll be plenty of Speedway competitors heading to Thompson's Auto Parts tomorrow morning, that is for sure, to stock up on a few bits and pieces ahead of another big night of competition tomorrow night. But the 2 Thompsons, no relation, are going to have a pretty fierce battle, you'd imagine here. Wayne Thompson, who's won about 9 or 10 Collie championships over the years, won many a feature race at this venue in car 15, the 2-time WA champion. He's got the better of Damon Thompson at the moment in car 10, and Justin Malyush, visiting driver here this weekend from Perth. He lives around the Forestdale area, does Justin Malyush, in car number 51. So just a 5-lap outing for our street stocks. And Wayne Thompson, whose son Matthew actually played with Pill Thunder tonight up at Rushton Park in Mandurah in the Colts game, the pre-season Colts game against West Perth. So Matthew embarking on not only a pretty handy speedway career, but also football as well. 2 laps remaining. We've done 3, 2 to run, so we're over halfway home. The final street stock race on night number 1. They'll be joined by a few extra cars tomorrow night. They tell me a few guys with work commitments couldn't be here tonight. But Ian Crow goes for the white flag. They tell me they haven't had a 5-lap race for street stocks, a 5-lap record set. So we're on our way to going to get one. We're going to go green to checker without a stoppage over the 5-lap duration here in Heat 3 of the street stocks, brought to you by Thompson's Auto Parts. And Wayne Thompson, if anything, he's going to set a new track record here tonight in Collie. He's done a lot of things at this venue over the years. He's going to do something new tonight and gets the job done in 1 minute 47.10. That's 1 minute 47.10 unofficially. The 5-lap record has been set by Wayne Thompson tonight in the 3rd and final street stock heat race on night number 1. He defeats Damon Thompson in car 10 and the 51 of Justin Malyush. Justin, a member of the Perth Tiki Car Club, whose winter season is not too far away from getting underway. But how about that, Morgan? 1 minute 47.10, Wayne Thompson over the 5 laps.
Well, it's actually quite interesting if you do read our race records, which is always on the last page of our program. Wayne Thompson has this